Many people say that take every day as it comes. When I say many people, I'm saying even companies and corporations and representatives from there are saying that, there is so much uncertainty that planning anything can go wrong. So at this point in time, what is it that we can do, which is even short to medium term certainty? It's a good point, but I think not taking a decision is also taking a decision. So you have to create a few scenarios and say, okay, if it is this, then this is what I do. If this is this, this is what I'll do. But in the meantime, there is some commonality between this time frame and that time frame, and therefore I can do at least some of these. So specifically, the work that I am doing right now, as I am getting more and more information from different businesses, segments, etc., is that there is a minimum 3-month time within which we are expecting to hit some level of activity in the economy. And by 6 months, if we are lucky, we should be ramping up to a reasonably active economy, which is not 100%, but still a reasonably active economy. So if you were to plan for 3 to 6 months, what would you do? And you have to keep in mind that, we have lost 2 months, which means roughly, if you look at the Indian economy of about 3 trillion, each month is about 250 billion. And if you have lost, say, 80% or 60% or 50%, we are already down $150 billion plus. And we will lose another $150 billion if it is going to 2 months, and it is likely to be 2 months very soon. And then we will be slowly ramping up as we go, towards normalcy. And if some things don't go inordinately wrong, then we would have probably scaled back to some shape or form of normalcy by the beginning of next financial year. So all of us must be prepared for the fact that we have lost significant width in the economy, and which is, of course, the concern that the government has, that if you're going to lose about 10% of our overall GDP in terms of revenue, and then what is the space that we have to really kickstart it, and how conservative should we be? So it's a big dilemma, there's no doubt about it. Although many other countries have created the fiscal space, and a lot of people are urging India also to create that fiscal space and, feed the demand side of the economy, because if you don't feed the demand side of the economy, there will be no buying. And if there is no buying, there is no kickstarting of the economy. So that is where I think the dilemma is, and hopefully things will pick up. The government will take quick action, and we will see some confidence building up in the consumer side of the economy. The other thing is that the migrant labor part, which I will come to a little later, but the fact is, yesterday there was a MHS circular saying that the students and migrant labor and people who have basically found themselves at the wrong end of the spectrum where they're supposed to be and where they actually are, can actually find ways to get back to where they belong and they want to be. And therefore that choice has to be brought into the labor force and the movement of people. From industry point of view, that's a bit worrying, because this is the time when you want to hold whichever sort of migrant labor or migrant workers are there still in the workplace. You want to hold them back, you want to give them incentives, you want to give them security, and then restart the economy. But if you suddenly start opening up the doors, the people who have been traumatized for so many days are likely to immediately board buses and trains and get back. And then to restart will be another challenge. So there are several discussions that are going on. How do we organize industries? Industries meaning whole supply chain of a business. So a corporate with its customers, dealers, and intermediaries and the logistics, etc. How do you get together and work with governments to remobilize workers who have gone back home, which is mostly people who are migrated to other places for work. So that mobilization has to be done more institutionally and sectorally as opposed to individually. I, as a cement manufacturer, may feel that I don't have migrant labor, but the dealers has, the construction sites have, the projects have. So we have to work with them to try to find ways to oil the entire entire ecosystem such that, the labor is back and the work is back in full swing. So these are some of the challenges, considering that, there are so many unknowns still in the whole ecosystem, in the whole world, so to speak. And there'll be a lot of things that will be redesigned going forward. And there is some things that we talk about now: redesigning the workplace, redesigning the factories. How do we keep social distancing? How do you create restaurants with seating distances? How do you create sporting arenas with distances, with F&B areas which are not crowded? So these will require a lot of redesigning. If we are not able to find a vaccine within 6 months, as it is touted, and that's another story, that even if you find the vaccine within 6 months, to be able to deliver it to billions of people will take another 18 months at least. And it's still an IV form, as you know, and for it to become oral is another year. So these are things that are still unknown, but reasonably sure that even if they work, it will take 18 months for it to get delivered to reasonable number of people for you to feel confident that now you can get back to normalcy. So therefore, within these constraints, there are solutions that we have to work out, keeping a 3 to 6 months point of view, time frame within which you will get back to some level of normalcy. And as a large corporate, we have to do this planning, and we are doing this planning. We can't sit back and say we'll see as time flows and situations emerge, we will decide what to do. That's not a good decision for anybody, including small businesses, medium businesses, institutions, everyone. You need to plan. So that's something that you have to do, something that you've never done. You don't know, there are many uncertainties, but get down with your colleagues, with your teams, with customers, with intermediaries, get to dialoguing with them. Understand what their concerns are, issues are, share your concerns, issues, try to find joint answers, go to the government, state government, local government, central government, put your position forward, but give cogent solutions. Don't give, haphazard sectional solutions. I think that's what the government is getting a lot confused by. We need to give more cogent solutions. That's another one. The third thing is, people who are deeply involved in customer intensive businesses, or employee intensive businesses where customers get together. These are the things that you have to revisit your unit economics. How are you going to work in a restaurant where you had 100 covers, now you got to manage with 50? So how does the economics work? You have to renegotiate rents, you have to start talking about it, you have to take some hard decisions about productivity, mechanization, people. These are things that you've got to start thinking about. Start doing your research. If you're sitting at home, not having full view of what's going to be happening in the workplaces, we start doing research. If I have to mechanize, if I have to automate, if I have to reduce the number of people, what will I do? How do I reorganize? These are thoughts that you must start working on. So then coming back to the point about migrant labor, and Ganesh has already mentioned the challenge that we are facing. We are working with thousands of people. We're trying to urge the government to make PDS rations being available to them. Unfortunately, they're still not available. So we'll have to buy from the mandis in the market and give it to them. It's very difficult to sustain this. We're urging the government, please make PDS food available. Otherwise, these people are not going to stay. They're going back. If they're going back, till Diwali, nobody's coming back. And that's a big concern for most industries. So whoever is in a position to be able to influence the government to think rationally about this, one should push them. That, we have to give these people confidence that you are going to be supported for the next 6 months, 8 months. Money is going to go into your Jan Dhan account. You will have some kind of social security, and please go back to your workplace. This is an effort that everybody has to make. And at this point in time, till that happens, whatever little we can do to try and make their lives a little better, we should try and contribute.